Hey, hey, welcome to another vlog of mine, and hope you're having a good weekend. And I want to share with you a few books and video or two. Um, the first thing I wanted to mention is this is a book um, by Osamu Tezuka, who is the creator of Astro Boy and Kima the Lion. He's the god of manga in Japan. He's like one of the originators of manga, and it's a classic. This is his classic manga, but the cover doesn't look that great. I can hardly tell what it is. It looks like some surgical stuff here, but it's some collected stories of the character Black Jack, which is Tezuka's created character who's a surgeon. He's kind of like, he reminds me a little bit of Madman, Michael Allred's Madman, because he's got the scar and he's kind of this offbeat character. But he's a surgeon, and he's a genius surgeon who takes on these impossible cases, and he charges a lot of money, but then he has a heart of gold, and it's this really interesting character. He looks kind of like this. That's the character. See the scar? I don't know if you can tell. You can see this scar on his face there. That's Black Jack. He's the character. He's like this amazing character created by Tezuka, and the stories are absolutely wonderful because they have such a depth, and you start reading it, and it's like you just want to know what's going to happen. It's like they're mystery. They're kind of like a combination of detective mysteries and then medical dramas, and it's just like you're thinking what's going to, like, for instance, the very first one is about this one guy he's got to save this guy who's got this needle that's broken off in his arm. He's a hospital patient. He's got this needle that's broken off in his arm, and the needle's traveling to his heart. And so he's trying to try to locate the needle and find it. And it's got like all these incredible, like, pictures of this needle traveling through the guy's veins, and it's just like, it's just amazing how it's just gripping the way. Even this artwork is kind of simple and cartoony, but he does it in such a way that it's really a great book. And there's another story about actually when Black Jack was a child, and he was in an accident, and he had to have a skin graft on his face. It kind of explains his scar, and it touches on racism, and it touches on, anyway, all of his classmates, no one would give him any donation for would be a donor for his skin graft, except this mixed race child. And he's the one, and it was an emergency, so the doctor used it, and so used the skin graft from the mixed race child, and then before Black Jack, as he got better, could thank him, he had moved away, and so he was looking for him, and it's just interesting stories, and just great themes. It's very rich, very complex psychological profiles. I just want to tell you, if I can see Black Jack, Volume 2, Osamu Tezuka. It's just, I recommend it. Just terrific stuff, and it's put out by this Vertical Press. So I got it from the library, so you could probably look it up. But I just love this book. It's just let me show you some more. Here's the kid that it's written. It was written in the '60s. Here's the kid that donates his skin to the to Black Jack, and then it shows like surgery and all that stuff, because see, Osamu Tezuka, one time he studied to be a doctor, and he went to medical school, and so he has this really fast, it's kind of like he became an artist, but he still has this fascination with surgery. So Black Jack is one of his most realized, most rich characters, because it's almost like a doppelganger for him. It's like almost like if he would have become a surgeon. So anyway, recommend that beautiful book. And so anyway, another one, more recent book, is a graphic memoir by David Heatley. That's right, David Heatley. My Brain is Hanging Upside Down, and this is just, there's been so many graphic memoirs coming out, and I just love graphic memoirs. They're people's stories, and they're comic books. And David Heatley, his artwork is somewhat basic, but it's very winning. He talks about, he has several, he'll start off kind of like a section. He has different sections about different things. One of the sections about his dad, one of the sections about his mom, one of the sections is about race, one of the sections is about sex. Very intimate history of his life, but it's, you know, done in this cartoony style, but it's very winning. I mean, it's very, you're captivated. I just was reading and reading. I just didn't want to put it down. So anyway, it's a great book. He talks about a lot of his you know, issues growing up, and he's talking about a lot of and then his dreams are really odd. You know, all these, has very vivid dreams, and he puts them down, and they're kind of give you an insight, a foreshadowing of the different things. So I recommend the book here too. It's just recently got it, and so one more thing, and I'm almost over. Might get cut off. This is one of my guilty pleasures. I promised that I would reveal one of my guilty pleasures a few months ago, and this is it. This is one of my favorite videos. This is a French musical, a musical in French. Every word is sung. Every word of the video is sung. It's a classic, but it has English subtitles, and I just love this video. It's so crazy. The umbrellas, what is it called? Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and the screen is dimming. Anyway, it's one of the first movies with Catherine Deneuve, who's just so beautiful. She's just a beautiful French actress, Catherine Deneuve. Her most recent project, one of her most recent projects, was as the voice of the grandmother in Persepolis, because she's a lot older now. But this was made in 1964, and it's you know, Jaques and Demy, his famous movie, and you'll recognize the theme song. It's just here's some clips from it. I don't know. I can't do any clips, but it's just, I just love this movie. I don't know why. It's a French musical, you know, with English subtitles, but the colors are so vibrant. It's about a love story, and it's about all this stuff, but it's just so, I just can't, it's like, you know, addicting. I just have to watch it, you know. I recommend this movie. This is a guilty pleasure of mine. A French musical, you know, what can I say? Speaking of French movies, there's another, I like French movies. There's another one I just recently got that's a totally different thing, and it's Angel A, or Angela, you know, Angela, and it's a movie about this guy. He's a little French Arab guy who's in big trouble with a French gangster. He owes a lot of money. He's got to pay off like $40,000 or something by midnight, and he decides to kill himself by jumping off this bridge. But he ends up saving the life of another person who wants to jump off the bridge, and it's this tall, like, blonde, you know, model-looking lady she saves her life. But it ends up being something more than you think, and it's a very good movie. This is a beautiful movie, not very long. It's again, it's in French, but with English subtitles. But I recommend this movie. A great movie. Cinematography is perfect. The story is captivating. It's very funny. And I love this guy here, Jamel. What's his name? Jamel. He's a comedian in France. In France, he's famous because he's a comedian. He's kind of funny. Jamel Dubois or whatever. And the movie is directed by Besson, and it's just a great movie. You can see them. That's the girl he saves. He's just this little French guy, and anyway, and they fall in love. I don't want to give too much away, but it's really amazing movie. Okay, so I recommend it, and I think I'm going over time here. Sorry about that. Hope it's not a problem. Went over more than I wanted to. I'll probably get cut off, so I'm just going to kind of ramble on a little bit, because I know I'll get cut off sooner or later, and we'll see how much time it actually gives me. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be giving you some more videos, you know, be doing more reviews later. So I'll see you later.